and go. All right, aloha mai kākou. Welcome to our ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo class, our virtual Hawaiian language class B. So this is our second, I guess, class. And we've been going through this ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo class for 14 weeks so far for A. But now we're going to start from the beginning with all of our units, with the basics of ʻŌlelo Hawai'i. So mahalo nui for joining us. Today is Kala Iwakalua Kumakahi o Yanuali, 2121. And it's Po'aha Thursday, and we'll be talking about ʻŌpaʻa number 1. Okay, so here's a quick overview of our agenda for today. Pretty basic stuff at the beginning. Our welcome, we're going to talk about some values, some rules that we have in this class. We're going to do a chant e homai, so if you're familiar with that chant e homai, you can chant along with us. We're going to jump straight into breakout rooms, do quick introductions with our fellow haumana, and just talk about why you're here, why you're taking this class, and where you're from, all that good stuff. Okay, and then we'll get into our lesson for ʻŌlelo Hawaiʻi Basics. There's some homework. If you guys can do it, please do it, the Havina, and then wrap up with Painina and Nino. Okay, so again, our formal introduction, aloha mai kākou e nā haumana. Welcome to our ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo virtual Hawaiian language class. My name is Kumu Kahanuola Sotorio. A little bit about me. I was born and raised in Papakolea, Kewalu'uka on Oahu, and I'm currently a Hawaiian language teacher at Kamehameha during the day. And I started doing this Instagram e ho'opili mai. So if you are not following us on Instagram or Facebook on e ho'opili mai, please go check that out, because there's a lot more ʻŌlelo Hawai'i things that you can get into on that. So yeah, and normally with me I have Kumu's student cousin Kapi, who's my mom. She's kind of like my, I don't want to say test dummy, but yeah, let's just say test dummy. She's kind of like my test dummy, but she's busy tonight, so no worries, but she'll probably join us in a few other classes. And then with us tonight, we also have 3 Kumu Kāko'o. We have Erica Nakanishi, Kapua Pimentel, and Lena Ala Wilson. And I'm going to ask them if they can just turn on their mics and talk a little bit about, where they're from and why they're in this class. And yeah, they're going to be our TAs, our support for this class. We'll start with Erika.
Hawaii kākou o Erika Nakanishi ko inoa. I was born on the mainland in Chicago, but my mother is from Japan, so I spent my whole life kind of going back and forth between the two, and only moved to Hawaii 5 years ago. But Hawaiian language has been something that I've wanted to learn since day one. So this class has really helped me on my journey with that. Really going from not being able to say anything to being able to do, self-introduction and making sentences. And it's really been an adventure. I don't claim any kind of proficiency, but I think this class is a really great way to get comfortable. And hopefully if I can help you with that in any way, you'll let me know. Mahalo.
Yeah, so she'll be able to answer any questions, as well as Kapua and Lena Ala. Erika, would you mind sending the links in the chat? So she's going to send you guys the links for everything that we're going to be using tonight, our Google Slides. If you're not registered for our classroom, you have that there. Your homework link, as well as registration for next class. So if you guys want to register already for next class, that's there. Okay. So aloha Erika, let's have Kapua. If you can introduce yourself, please.
Aloha, o Kapua Pimentel Ko'uinoa. I am from here, born and raised. I grew up between Waimanalo, which is where my dad is from, and Kaneohe Kailua, which is where my mom's side is from. I graduated from KS in 2012, went away for school, and I'm back. This is really my first ʻŌlelo Hawai'i class. I've been dancing hula though since I was little, so I've been around it plenty, but this is kind of the first time I'm actually learning how to put things in sentences and make sentences on my own so I can speak and not just dance it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then Lena Ala. You know what? Let me make the speaker. Okay, so Leila.
Aloha, o Leila Ko'uino Hawai'i. I took Hawaiian language, Hawaiian 1 and 2 in high school. Kahanuola and I are actually classmates. But I took Hawaiian as my language course in high school. I did not do well. Since then, I've been trying to get back into learning Hawaiian on and off. So I started following a Ho'opili Mai as one of my additional resources in review and in trying to get into practice. What I love about a Ho'opili Mai and ʻŌlelo is it is a great resource for actually verbally practicing. And we've started a little bit of a community with this class or this group. And every week we get together and we talk a little bit, we learn a little bit. We have people from all different backgrounds, all different proficiency levels. And it's just a really, really welcoming and encouraging community to start or to implement your Hawaiian language journey. So yeah, thank you, Kumu, for building this and for making it what it is today.
Awesome. No, thank you guys. So we have the A class on Tuesdays, and that one, you know, it started strong like this one, maybe about 90 people, and then slowly more people, you know, they get busy, holidays came around, so slowly went down. We have a strong 30 every week, and you know, we have someone from Japan, a few people from Japan, a couple people from Mexico that are here tonight as well. So we become a ohana, we become a family, and I think that's the main thing we want to promote in this class is ohana and supporting each other. Even though we don't know each other, we'll get to know each other. One kind of thing I want to throw out there is that we don't call each other uncles and aunties. We're gonna call, or you can call me Kumu, but we'll call each other cousins. Okay, everyone's a cousin in this class, because you know how it works. We don't know if it's gonna offend someone else, so we'll call each other a cousin. Okay. Let's go through our loina. So these are our rules we'll practice. I'm going to be calling on a few of you if you can read the Hawaiian as well as the English, and that'll be very helpful. You can just turn on your mic when I call your name. And yeah, can we start with Kevin Ching, the first one?
Okay, aloha kekahi I kekahi. Love one another, we are in ohana.
Okay, so a main rule, just love one another. That's what we promote here in Hawaii. That's what we promote in this class. Just love. Aloha kekahi kekahi. Mai kaʻi. Thank you. Can we have Haley Watson? Hey, aloha Haley. How's it?
Aloha. Ho'ihi aku, ho'ihi mai. Be respectful on camera and in the chat.
Okay, so I mean, I don't think I have to tell you, but please don't swear or call anyone out in the chat. None of that. We'll kick you out. We are not scared. Okay, number 3, can we have Merns? I love the name, so Merns.
Aloha, my name is actually Lilia, and I don't know how to change my screen name. So.
No worries, we'll keep Merns. You like Merns.
Okay, so, e kulia I kanu'u, strive to be the very best you can be.
Yeah, and this is what I always tell my haumana is just kulia kanu'u, whatever you do, whether it's this class or your job, with your family, e kulia kanu'u. That's the best thing we can ask. If it's your best, then that's my kaʻi. That's good enough. Okay, and lastly, let's have Patricia C with you and your keiki and your family. Kalamai. Hi.
Hi, sorry, my speaker is broken, but I'm gonna try. ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo mai hila hila. Dare to speak, don't be shamed in class.
Okay, and that's this is our number 1 rule, our number 1 model. ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo mai hila hila. Comes from the other ʻōlelo ʻeau, ʻAʻA hula, waihoka hila hila makahale. But this one is more just speak. Okay, that's the way you'll get comfortable with ʻōlelo. One thing I don't like with some ʻōlelo classes is they make you shame or they, you know, they judge you. There's no judgment in this class, so we're not going to have any of that. So what I like to promote here is supporting everyone. So if you guys can please, you know, when someone answers a question, if you guys can congratulate them or say good job in the chat, that's always my ka'iloa. Okay. All right, those are our loina. And let's do our oli. So eho mai is our oli written by Edith Kanaka Ole, which asks us for wisdom from above, from our kupuna, our akua. It's primarily used in hula, but I always do like to start my classes off with eho mai. So it puts us in a space of education, learning, and good vibes. Nothing but good vibes. Okay, so if you know it, please chant with us. If you don't, you can just follow along with the words and just be present with us. So if everyone can palikekua, sit up, please. And I'll start us off with, we're going to do it 3 times. Eho mai pa. Eho mai ka ike mai luna mai e. O nā mea huna no eo, o nā mele. Eho mai, eho mai, eho mai e a. Eho mai, ka ike mai luna mai e. O nā mea huna no eo, o nā mele. Eho mai, eho mai, eho mai e a. Eho mai, ka ike mai luna mai e. O nā mea huna no eo, o nā mele. Eho mai, eho mai, eho mai e. Okay, so our kupuna are here with us. Let's have a good class, everyone. All right, so we're just gonna start off. We're gonna dive right into it, and we're gonna break up into breakout rooms. So just a few rules. In the breakout rooms, we're gonna be introducing ourselves, probably about groups of 5 or 6. Please introduce yourself and discuss the following ninau, which we'll go over in the next page. Turn on your mic when it's your turn, so there's not that background noise. You're gonna facilitate yourselves. We don't have enough, we only have 4 of us, so we cannot all be in the rooms, but we'll try and jump into each other's rooms. And then also be patient with your fellow classmates. I know there's some kupuna in here. This is your first time on Zoom. So, you know, we'll be patient with you and we'll help you. We'll try and figure out a way to help you guys out as well. Yeah, and then leave comments, positive comments in the chat. Okay, so 7 minutes, I'll put a timer on. And our questions that we're gonna talk about are, what is your name? Where are you tuning in from? Why do you want to learn ʻŌlelo Hawai'i? And then what does this ʻŌlelo no ʻea ʻAʻa ʻŌlelo mai hila hila mean to you in terms of language and in terms of Hawaiian language and just everyday ʻAʻa ʻŌlelo? And then also what is your proficiency in Hawaiian? Beginner, intermediate, advanced, all that. Thank you, Erika, for putting that in the chat. Okay, so let's open up our breakout rooms for you guys. Okay, we have 17 rooms, so let's make it. We'll try and visit everyone. Once I open them up, you can just go. I'll start the timer for 7 minutes. We'll do 8. Okay, we'll see you guys in a little bit. If you don't know what a breakout room is, just accept it, and then you'll be put into a breakout room. Hello, Laura. Oh. Okay. Laura.
Six of us, now 7. Oh,
Yep.
there's Kumu.
Hi, everyone. Aloha. Oh, sorry. You can keep going. You're good.
Oh, we didn't start yet. We was gonna.
Okay.
I can go first. Okay. All right. So my name is Angel. I'm from well, the town is Lawton, Oklahoma, but I live outside of it in Cache, Oklahoma. So you're probably wondering how Oklahoma ended up in this class. My family is actually from Hawaii, but I didn't get to grow up there. But I got to start dancing here when I was like 13 or 14. So I was always around the language, but now that I'm older and I've actually been learning from KAʻI Deliri, so I've been learning from her, but it would be nice to know more about the language so that I can learn more. And what that sentence means to me is I'm a shy person, so I guess learning to speak out more, especially with this language, like it's a very to me it's a very spiritual language, and I think if we speak out more, we would learn to, like, you know, feel the spirit more with it and be able to like communicate a lot better.
Mahalo. Thank you.
I can go next. Trying to find the questions. Okay. So my name is Sharon Ihia. See, I come from, I live now in Makaha, Hawaiian on Oahu. Why do I want to learn ʻŌlelo Hawaii?
No one speaks ʻŌlelo Hawaii to me. So, you know, even though I had 2 years under my belt, I'm losing it because I'm not speaking it every day. So I'm very excited for this class. So at least I can get, it's a weekly thing. It was to a point where I was becoming hesitant to speak it just because I have a strong California accent. So I really want to jump back in this for myself. You know, my ancestors died for me, you know, to speak my language, our language, and you know, that's the biggest thing. So I think to answer the ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo, my hila, it's for me not to be scared to speak, you know, my native tongue in California, because that's the whole purpose of decolonizing what was taught to me.
Hi, my name is Brandon Kahalikai. I was born and raised on Maui.
Beginner.
A beginner.
Yep, beginner.
I'm very excited for all of you. I was in class. Yeah? Yeah. I was in class A, but I wanted to come back because I missed quite a few of the classes. So I was like, ooh. So
Stephanie is
nice
also a beginner.
Yeah?
You got a bunch of first graders here.
Don't worry, same here, same here.
That's what we like. We like, you know, starting from the beginning. There's a lot of interest. So KAʻI and Lindy, they've both been in our classes before, so they can speak a little bit more about how it's been so far, if that's okay.
I personally think it's been great, but I started late in the season, and so now I need to.
What does ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo mean to you? I think for me it means, like I said, I'm not native Hawaiian, but my daughter and my husband are. So just being able to learn that, I think it means so much to me to be able to embrace the fullness of their culture. And when I hear my husband teach his students, I want to be able to understand what he's learning that. So I think for me, just practicing it, because sometimes he'll say stuff with his students, and I'll try to say it, but I feel shame because I'm not Hawaiian, you know. But it's good for me to do that, and my proficiency is beginner. Like there's some words I'll understand and put phrases together, but I can't really speak it. Okay, your turn. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Carrie.
And then where are you from?
Kapolei in Oahu.
Kapolei in Oahu. Okay, and why do you want to learn Hawaii, ʻŌlelo Hawaii?
Well,
Aloha, kākou. like I said, my real name is Lilia, and I I don't know how to change my screen name. So Burns it is for now until I figure it out.
can do it for you. I can
If
do it
you
for
really want to change it, in the top
Oh,
right
look,
corner of your
Jane!
screen.
Is that you?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, there you go.
Mahalo.
But I actually like Burns, so I'm gonna change it back. Nah, just kidding.
You can put Burns in parentheses. The other way around. Okay, so aloha, my name is Lilia McGuire. I am originally from Mauna Lua, but I live in Kaneohe now. What were the other questions?
We got to speak with people. So, anyways,
Gets us out of our comfort zone. I don't like being on video either, but it's.
I think that too is promoting, getting out of your comfort zone. So mahalo. Perfect point out.
Yeah.
Hi, Karen.
Aloha, kumu. How are you? Peheo.
My KAʻI, peheo. Where are you guys all joining from? Kanale? Where are you?
I'm currently tuning in from Japan.
Awesome. But you're from Oahu or from Honolulu? Or,
I live with my Hanai father in the garden in Waimea.
Cool.
And I moved over to Japan like 2.5 years ago.
Wow. I miss it. I miss Japan. We used to go a lot. So I miss the food. I miss the food. Yeah. Hey, Kawailani, where are you from?
From
Okay. Awesome. Ka'il?
Aloha, I'm from Oahu. I live in Wahiwa.
And then Fraser Ohana?
Okala, Big Island.
Yeah, and you came in our other classes before.
Yeah.
Then Karen from St. Fran's. But thank you guys. Maybe we have a couple minutes left. Oh, we have 20 seconds. So thank you guys. So I'll invite everyone back in a little bit. Sorry, talking to no one. So hopefully that went well. Hopefully you guys are talking to or got to meet a few new friends. Again, we're at Ohana in here, so that's your new cousin. In the chat, if you guys don't mind putting your answers to those questions, those same questions, on public, so everyone can see, your name, where you're from, your reason for being here, all that good stuff. And I also want to see if anyone wants to volunteer to say their answers out loud to the whole class. ʻAʻa ʻŌlelo kind things. Do we have anyone? You can raise your hand. Sorry, there's like 5 screens, so I gotta see who's raising their hands. Okay, or you can just turn on your mic if you want to say your answers to the questions. You can just turn on your mic and yeah.
I would like to talk about ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo Hawai'i.
Yeah.
But I really like that phrase.
Hey,
Hey, I'm back, but so yeah, back in university, I left off and I gotta go back to 302, but I don't want to take the course to just take the course and get the grade. I want this ʻpaʻa in my ohana. I want this in our family. And I was like, you know what? We're gonna start from the beginning and just go because there's always things to pull. But anyways, ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo Hawai'i mai hila hila. I really, really appreciate that phrase just because it's so difficult in a school setting to pull the ʻŌlelo out of you because exactly about judgment. I felt that in previous classes. This is why I stopped going to school, stopped trying to take ʻŌlelo. I was like, okay. But now when you say dare to speak it really resonates because it's like, hey, it's okay. You talking, let's go. Just keep it going, because you don't stop baby babble when they're trying to ʻŌlelo or when they're trying to speak. But I just really appreciate that phrase in itself.
Mahalo. So I realize we're probably gonna go past 7:30, because if you don't know Hawaiians, we can talk, or people from Hawaii, we can talk. So if you need to leave at 7:30, that's totally fine. You can just say aloha in the chat. But I wanted to actually call on Pamela. If you can turn on your mic and introduce yourself. So Pamela has been in our A class, and she's, yes, if you can please tell your story.
Aloha. Well, my name is Pamela. I'm from Mexico, and I started this class because I wanted to learn what I was like chanting and dancing, because I dance hula here in Mexico. And it's been a lot more than that, not just like know the lyrics and know the phrases. I found a family, a true family in these people. And I've learned a lot, like the culture, everything, you know, and it's been amazing for me. Like I just started because my kumu hula told me, and I was like, oh yes, I'm gonna try well, I started following HAWAIʻI first, but then I loved the classes. They were so funny, and I started to learn a lot. And I say, yeah, I can handle some Zoom class. It'll be fun. And it has been fun. And so if you're here, that's amazing. I hope you like the classes the same way I do, or even more. And yeah, it's been amazing for me. I hope it is for you too.
Mahalo. So and as an example, hope you don't mind me using it as an example, but you know, she is from Mexico. She has not blood ties, but she has cultural ties to Hawaii. I use her as an example because if someone from Mexico who barely even knows English can ʻAʻA ʻŌlelo, then we can too. Everyone here can. Okay, so mahalo Pamela, mahalo T. I have a prize for you. So we have prizes here too. So I'll be sending, or I'll meet up with you. We have some stuff, notepads from Paho Collective. So mahalo nui. Thank you.
Mahalo.
Yeah, no worries. There's more coming. If you guys want prizes, you got to volunteer. Oh wait, I just gave it away, but yeah, you know. Okay, so let's get started. Our lesson for today is about ʻŌlelo Hawai'i Basics, and we're gonna try and go into all of these things: PİʻāPΑ, Hawaiian Alphabet, HAKALAMA, Syllabary, some Hawaiian Spelling Rules. KAʻI is your articles, and then PAPANI. We might not get to PAPANI, but we'll see how far we can go. Okay, so if you're not on our Google Classroom yet, Erika, do you mind sending the links one more time? You guys can register, and all of the Google slides are up right now from lesson 1 to 14. Every slide starts like this. You have your first page, a little bit of introductions for everyone, how to use the Google slides, and then goes right into the unit of ʻŌlelo Hawai'i. Okay, so if you don't know already, e ho'opili mai means to repeat after me. So whenever I say e ho'opili mai, I know I cannot hear you physically, or yeah, physically. If you can just repeat after me at home for practice, so you can practice. Okay, we went through this. Why do you want to learn ʻŌlelo Hawai'i? Everyone's writing their answers in the chat, so mahalo nui. And each unit has the ʻŌlelo no ʻeau that we go through. So this one you may have heard before. Ika ʻŌlelo no ke ola, ika ʻŌlelo no ka make. In language there is life, in language there is death. Okay? For me, it means to speak your language before it dies. Speak your language so it can live, and speak your language so it doesn't die. Okay. We also include some videos, which I'm not going to show, but I just want to promote other resources. You know, I'm not the only one, and I'm not claiming that I'm the only one. There's many resources that we can utilize to learn ʻŌlelo Hawai'i, and this is just one of them, Kaleo Oiwi. So you'll see a lot of Kaleo Oiwi videos throughout the units if you haven't seen them or went through them yet. So it's a basic one. Okay, here's our first one. PİʻāPΑ. If everyone can ho'opili mai, repeat after me. PİʻāPΑ. If you had any ʻŌlelo Hawai'i background before, you may have known the PİʻāPΑ, but it's always good to review. Your PİʻāPΑ is your Hawaiian alphabet. We start with 5 vowels, just like English language. And those are, repeat after me. I also do motions. So if you guys want to follow along with the motions, that's my KAʻI. Okay, so everyone, ʻAʻA. I know. If you're holding your baby can do them too. ʻAʻA, ʻE, sorry, it's kind of dark. ʻE, ʻI, ʻO, and ʻU. Okay, so let's try those first ones together. Ready and go. ʻA, ʻE, ʻI, ʻO, ʻU. Okay, those are your voela, your vowels. And then moving on to our consonants. He, I'm going backwards, so you're supposed to mirror me. He, K, my fat arms, God. K, La, Mu, wait, Mu, is that right? Yeah. Mu, Nu, P, Ve, and then Okina. Sassily. Okina. Okay, so let's try from here. He, Ke, La, Mu, Nu, Pi, Ve, Okina. You gotta make your head go like that. Okina. Good. Okay, from the beginning. From ʻA all the way to Okina. Makoko. Oh yeah. ʻA, ʻE, ʻI, ʻO, ʻU, he, ke, la, mu, nu, pi, ve, okina. Okay, my ʻaʻilo. Good job, guys. Maybe to complete this activity, can everyone choose one of the letters in our PİʻÄPＡ and just write one Hawaiian word that you may know already? You can do aloha. Actually, don't, because that's easy. There's other words you guys can choose. But yeah, choose one of their alphabets. And you know what? Okina is considered a letter in our Hawaiian alphabet. So that's 13 total. ʻA to Okina. Good, they're coming in. Like, hey, good job. Okay, I'm gonna call on you if you can read this for me. Let's go to the second page. Can we have Amanda P?
Okina?
Yes, please.
You want me to read the English part too?
Yeah, just the Okina,
Okay.
this whole paragraph.
Okina. The okina or glottal stop is a diacritical mark that is used to mark a pause or break in a word. Sorry, I just expanded my chat. The okina can only be used before or in between vowels. Try saying these words.
Yep.
Oahu,
Yep.
Puea, Hi'i.
Okay, so I'll say them again just so that you guys can hear, and if you can hold the mic. Amanda, yeah, you can leave your mic on and I'll say them. So Oahu.
Oahu.
Everyone at home too. Pua'a.
Pua'a.
Yep, and He'e.
He'e.
Good. Okay, so as you can see, they're only between what kind of letters? You guys can type in the chat. Only between vowels. Good. Thank you. So that's your okina, and let's have Kaimana Lozada. Can you read the kākou paragraph? Aloha.
Aloha. Sorry, let me move the chat out of my way.
Oh, no worries.
Okay. Kākou. The kākou or makran is a diacritical mark that occurs only above vowels. The kākou is used to elongate or draw out different vowel sounds. Try saying these words.
Okay, so I'll say them first, and if you can just hold through, that'll be good. Okay, so kala.
Kala.
Pupu.
Pupu.
Kane.
Kane.
Like KAʻI. So for this one, I don't know if there's a English equivalent to a kākou, or there is, but just what I think about is to hold it out for 1.5 seconds. So a little bit longer, hold each vowel out for 0.5 more of a second than you would for the regular one. So kala, pu, kane. Okay, we're good with that? Okina and kahako. Those are going to be in every lesson, every word that comes up. So please remember these 2 rules. Okay, we have time? We don't. So HAKALAMA, or HAKALAMA is your Hawaiian syllabary, and this is, I'm not too sure how many characters. I think there's about 90, but what it is pretty much is a list of all of the syllables that can ever be said in the Hawaiian language, and these are used to make words. So every syllable, you can use this to practice saying each syllable, and that's how you can create your words, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm gonna call on you if you can read the different line when I point to it. Let's open this pointer. So, Salina, would you mind saying this first line?
Sure. Am I going across or down?
Across, yeah.
HAKALAMA NＡ PAPANI.
Yeah. So that, but you're showing the okina. So when we go through all of this, when we have these first lines without kākous, what you're gonna do is you're gonna clap, or maybe we'll hit our table or hit the surface in front of us. Okay, so ha, la, ma, na, pa, ba, a. Okay, so when you have the second line with the kākou, you're gonna go 2 times. Ha, ka, la, wait. Yeah, okay. So you're gonna go ha. NΑ'A, how do I do it?
So the way that I did it was for the first line, it's HAKALAMA NA PAPANI. For the second one, you're going to go 2 beats. So HAKALAMA NA PAPANI.
That's what I thought. I was just testing you. So, okay, so let's try it together. Those first 2 ones, we'll go with the regular, and then we'll do the 2. Okay, makoko. Kumu, the va makes the va sound. Yes, it's a stylistic thing which we'll go over, but we're gonna pronounce it with va. Okay, with a v sound. Okay, makoko. Just the first 2 lines. Ready and go. HAKALAMA. Oh, I'll go slower. For our, I'm not gonna say kupuna, but I'll go slower. HAKALAMA NA PAPANI. Mary, NA'A, you laid it. I forget it already.
Okay, so I'll try to go with the same tempo. I don't know anything about music. So it's HAKALAMA NA PAPANI. HAKALAMA NA PAPANI.
Again, I was testing you, so you passed. Good job, NA'A. Okay, so I mean, if we could go through this whole thing, it'll probably take me 30 minutes, so we're not. But if you guys can do this for homework, each page that has a homework assignment has this Flipgrid link. And if you guys didn't do it already, it takes you to Flipgrid, which I like using for you to practice recording yourself in videos at home. So you can see examples from different haumana. We have 91 responses so far. But if you can do your homework later on throughout the week, that'll be my KAʻI before next class. Okay. All right. Okay, so this question, what are some Hawaiian words that you already know? We went through it already, but can you maybe in the chat write 5 Hawaiian words, 5 of your most favorite Hawaiian words that you like? Okay. For me, I like the word kupaeanaha, which is incredible or amazing. I like waiho'olu'u, which is colorful or colors. I like me'ai, which is food. I like lama, which is alcohol. And I like Mahalo because we have to be thankful for everyone in our life. Okay, good. I see those coming in. Again, if you have questions, please type them in the chat. Our kākou will be there to help you guys and answer the questions. Okay, so now that we went over our HAKALAMA, we're gonna use those to type out these words. And yes, they're simple words, but can you guys just type them in the chat? Just for practice. You have 3 HAKALAMA units in this word, and then I'll call you just to say the word, okay? Can we have Joanne P? Can you read the first word for us?
Aloha.
Aloha. Okay, so you have those 3 units in there. Can we have Ivy? Oh, sorry. Jamie Liard. Laird.
Mahalo.
Mahalo, good. And can we get Jen Wells?
ʻŌlelo.
Ōlelo. Okay. So again, if you have trouble pronouncing words, the HAKALAMA is a good way for you guys to practice pronunciation. Right. Okay. Moving to our next part, our Hawaiian spelling rules. So there are 4 important rules to follow when spelling Hawaiian words. Please remember these rules as you learn more and start to speak in Hawaiian. Nikki Luca, can you read the first rule for us?
Every word must have at least 1 vowel.
Okay, so you kind of have a word that's NKL. It needs to have at least 1 vowel in it. ʻAʻA, ʻEʻO, ʻU. Okay, and I'm sure that's the same in English. Next, can we have Jordan Ragasa?
Aloha.
Aloha.
There are no consonant clusters.
Okay, so again, meaning there's no consonants put together. You kind of have 2 N's next to each other, 2 K's. There always has to be a vowel in between. If you didn't realize, Hawaiian is a very vowel-centric language. And that's kind of why a lot of people have a hard time with it, because vowels are hard to pronounce. When you see a lot of vowels next to each other, you're like, whoa, I don't want to say that. So you don't. But we'll practice saying more vowel-filled words throughout our journey together. Oh, no. Number 3, kabag bag. Hi, kabag bag.
Aloha kumu. Words cannot end with a consonant / okina.
Okay, like I said earlier, okina is considered a consonant in our language. So you cannot end any of your Hawaiian words with consonants or okinas. Pretty self-explanatory. Again, we're a vowel-filled language. And our last one, can we have Angel? I get to hear a little bit about you, so can you read number 4? Bolton.
Yes, a kahoko occurs only over a vowel.
Yeah, again, pretty much all of these rules had something to do with a vowel. So the kākou only goes over your vowels. If you want to take the time to screenshot this page, it will be helpful. You can keep a folder on your desktop that has all of your screenshots from your lessons and whatnot. That'll help you in the future.
Kumo, I had a question.
Yes.
Wasn't this presentation sent to us earlier today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can follow along at home. I know people may be writing notes because that's a better way for them to learn. But yeah, you can follow along too. And this, any slides that look like this, you have access already. So you cannot physically edit the slides that I sent you. But if you go into Google Classroom, all those are editable. You guys have your own copy. Okay, so that's when you can fill in your answers and whatnot. Okay? Mahalo.
Kalamai. I've already went into Google Classroom, but I don't see you there.
The lessons?
Yes.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to help you after class, and I can show you how afterwards. And yeah, we'll have a time for questions. Like, I'm free for the rest of the evening, so we have time for questions, and I can go through all that later on.
Mahalo.
Okay, mahalo. You know what? This is a good one. So I'm gonna have you get. Ui, can you read this first paragraph for us? Talking about Puana or pronunciation.
Sure.
Why do people mispronounce Hawaiian words? A number of years ago, some people deliberately mispronounced Hawaiian words in imitation of the way people speak on the mainland. They were ashamed of their connection to the Hawaiian language. Oh.
And I realize you're in Hilo, maybe, or Big Island, I hear with the Koki frogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can we have Bethany Gibson read the second one?
Today. Today, start at today.
Today, people who know how to pronounce Hawaiian correctly are proud of it. Unfortunately, many people still mispronounce Hawaiian words. As young children will hear words pronounced incorrectly, and we grow up thinking a non-Hawaiian pronunciation is correct.
Thank you. What's your name?
Kenzie or Julia Lana.
Julia Lana, I'm going to give you a prize too because I love seeing when the keiki are here with us too. So I'll grab your
Mahalo.
I'll grab your address later on, Mom. Okay, and last one. Vowels are the key to good Hawaiian pronunciation.
Good job, Kenzie.
A change in vowel sound or the addition of an okina before a vowel can give entirely different meaning to a word. Okay, so this is from the book ʻŌlelo Hawai'i by Kalana Silva and Kawanoi Kamana, if you guys want to check it out. All right, so this is our KAʻI, our articles. If I'm going too fast, sorry, we don't have time, so I gotta go fast. But you know how it goes. But our KAʻI, or articles, is used to alakaʻi, or lead, our nouns, our Hawaiian words. And you're going to be using our KAʻI to create noun phrases, which we'll learn. Here's one example. If you can everyone e hoa pili mai, ke. Ke. Okay, so ke means the, and it's a singular. So you only have one thing that you're talking about. The phone, the cards, the water bottle. Okay, so that's one singular thing. If you can read this for me, please. Joanne P.
Starting from the word K?
Yeah.
Or, okay. The word K, meaning the, is used before words that start with the letters K, A, A, and O. Remembering the word keao, or cloud, will help you remember this rule.
Okay.
Example, ke aloha equals the love.
Okay. And there are some exceptions to these rules, which you will learn throughout practice. One of them is ke pakoko. Pakoko doesn't start with any of these letters, keao, but it does have an exception just because that's what our kupuna said. And we're not going to go against our Hawaiian kupuna. If they say that's how you're going to say it, that's how you say it. Okay, so if you guys can do me a favor, think of one Hawaiian word that starts with K, E, A, and O, and then type it out using your new KAʻI that you learned, KAʻI, or K, in the chat. All this can be public. Good. Ke kalo, we have ke keiki, ke akua, ke kumu, ke kelepona, my KAʻI. All of these are very good. Ka ohana, ke ola, my KAʻI law. Okay, so that's KAʻI. Ke, remember, keao rule shows that anything that starts with K, E, A, O, we'll use the KAʻI ke. Our next one, also ka, the singular. But what are the rules for this one? Let's go to the next page. Robin Williams, because I like your name, because it's my favorite comedian.
Okay, kalamai ʻŌlelo ho.
Can you just read this paragraph, or this sentence right here?
Oh, ka, the singular. The word ka also means the, but is used before the words that start I, U, He, La, Mu, Nu, Pi, Ve, and Okina.
And our example is?
Ka mahalo,
Okay.
the gratitude.
Yeah, the thanks or gratitude. So same thing. If you guys can find a word that starts with anything else besides KAʻI, all of these ones, and you can type that in the chat too, just to practice. Okay. Good. We have kapapale, kahula, kapapa, kamanava, ka'ai. Yep. Ka'aina, kapopoki, kalahui. Good job. All of these are my ka'ilo. And our last one, let's have, who never went yet? I want to try and get all 80 of you to talk, but that's probably not going to happen. So, Lori Lyon.
Na, the plural. The article na also translates to the, but is specifically used to show plural or more than one noun. Example, na ʻŌlelo, the languages.
Okay, so we don't need an example because anything you choose, you can use na to show that it's plural, but na shows the languages. We have ka, ke, na. Those are our three first articles or KAʻI that we're going to learn about. Okay, so in this little activity that we have now, what I'm going to have you guys do is figure out what is the proper KAʻI that you're going to use for these 5 words. And for this one, if you guys can put it on private so we don't cheat. But we got some cheaters up in here. Nah. So you can just do all 5 of the words and then put the correct KAʻI, ka, ke, or na. Remember the rules, KAʻI. Ka is for everything else, and na is plural. So if you count how many emojis are there, that might help you. Private sent to me. Yeah, that's fine. Good. So good. Ohana Fraser, you got it all already. Maybe a minute. And while you guys do that, I'll just sing a song. Okay, good. Back to the class. So let's have Kauhana Foster. You mind saying the proper KAʻI for this first word? You can say the term and then, or KAʻI, and then the Hawaiian term.
Kauhana.
Kauhana, and that translates to? That's correct, yeah. What does that translate to?
The family.
The family, by KAʻI. Good job, yeah. Let's have Kehaulani. I'm not even gonna try. Kehaulani.
It's French and it's just pronounced bro, like hey bro.
Oh.
Super
Wow.
easy.
Yeah. Okay, what is
so the second word? I had it as ke kala.
Yeah, ke kalaka, and that will translate to?
The truck.
Yeah, good job. Rachel, you mind doing this third one?
I have ke kama'a.
Okay, that's good. But you see there's plural, yeah? So what would we use when we have a plural?
Ah, see, na kama'a.
Na kama'a. So that translates to?
The shoes.
The shoes, good job. Thank you. Yeah, kind of tricky if you're not counting, but yeah. Okay, next, let's go with Christina Langvinus. Sorry. I hope I'm saying it right.
Yep, you said it right. Okay, Kemaka?
Try one more time. So K, does it start with K-E-A-O? What does it? So it would be
No, so Kamaka.
Kamaka. Good job. And then lastly, let's have Susie Weaver.
Na ka'a.
Na ka'a. Good. And that translates to?
The cars.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to do a speed round. I'll call your name and then I'll show you a card. No practice. You just got to guess. The first one that comes to mind. Ka, ke, or na. Ready? Let's do this. Susanna. Wait, can you see me? Susanna? Oh, there.
Yes. ʻAʻA.
Good job. ʻAʻA. Emily. Oh, you're kind of far, but Emily. Can you turn?
Hi.
What's that?
ʻPea.
Kapea. Good.
Yeah.
Let's have Maile de Soto. Maile de Soto. Kalama.
Sorry, I forgot to unmute. Pua'a.
What is the KAʻI?
Pua'a.
No.
No, Kapua'a.
Yeah, good. Try this one. Laura. Laura Bihek. Aloha, Alexis.
Leo.
Leo, good. And our last one, Ivy. Kahipa. Good job. Okay, what time are we at? Oh my God, 7:30. Okay, so if you gotta go, just go. Just wave and go. But if you can stay, we'll stay on until about 8 and we'll finish up. Okay, so we have 3 more KAʻI that we're gonna learn. And these kind of are tricky, but through practice, we'll learn it. We'll get it. We'll have it pop. Okay, so can you read this first one for me, Ethan?
Yeah.
Keia. Yep.
This.
This, and our example?
Keia penny.
Okay,
This
good.
pen.
So if everyone can grab like maybe a pen or whatever you have nearby, this is going to help us to practice the keia, kela, and kena. So if you have it in your hand, so keia is this. So it's right in your hand. It's, you know, something that you have right with you. This pen. Okay, our next one. Can we have Lisa Malfa read the second one?
Sure. Kena equals that, near.
Yeah.
Example. Kena penny equals that, near pen.
Okay, so if you put the pen right next to you on the table or wherever you have, and it's not in your hand, then that's going to be kena penny. It's close to you, but it's not like you got to run to Waianae to grab your pen. Okay, so kena, near, keia, right with you in your hand. Okay, and our last one, let's have Nancy Lorenz.
Kela.
Yep.
That when it's far away.
Okay.
The example is Kela penny, that far pen.
Okay, so everyone grab your pen and then throw it. Okay, so that shows the kela. That shows that it's far away from you. Okay.
Kumu.
Yes.
I remember like this little trick to remember the near and far, like the difference between them.
Yes.
And kena has the in as in near, and then kela, think of it as long, the L.
Okay. I'm trying to find who's talking.
Oh, sorry, it's Ashlyn Weaver.
Oh, got it. Okay. Yes, that's exactly it. So thank you. That's a perfect mnemonic device or device to help you remember. Kena has N, so that shows that near. Kela, not N, so far. Okay, so we're going to do that.
Kumu. Kumu.
Yes?
And keia has the I like in this.
Good. Did you just figure that out? Or did you learn
I think I learned that years ago.
Okay, yeah. So these, you know what? These are all great tools. Lena Ala, would you mind writing that in the chat for us, please? Thank you. Good. You know, you guys are teaching me things too, so that's all my KAʻI. All right, so if you need to, screenshot this real fast. You have 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 5, 4, 3.
What do you want?
Okay. And then right here, we're going to answer in the chat what these translate into. So remember those 3 rules that we had. It's going to come in the chat in a little bit. Can you guys put it on private and answer these things? Oh, Bridget, you went ahead. You went ahead.
This isn't the first time I've taken your class.
Oh, thank you. Please repeat KAʻI. Okay. KAʻI, if we come back, shows this. Okay. All right, let's see what we have. Ka'ili'ala, hunt. What did you get for the first one? Can you read the Hawaiian first and then your English?
Keia ohana. This is my family.
Yeah. So,
or this is my ohana.
This family.
This family, excuse me.
No, good. Next. Ehia ohana. Ehia ohana.
Aloha kumu. Okay, I'm so sorry. I was doing what I gotta answer?
So the second one.
Oh, kena kalaka, which means that truck. Near.
That near truck. Good.
That near truck, sorry.
Okay, let's have aloha. I think there's only one aloha. So aloha.
Kela kama'a, which is that shoe over there.
Yeah.
All the way.
Good, good. Let's go with Megan Jones.
This I is Ke'iamaka.
Yep, Ke'iamaka and Justin Crespo.
That Farkar Kelaka'a.
Good, perfect. Okay, a round of applause for everyone who just answered. Thank you. Sorry, no prizes. We don't have that much, but it's coming. Okay. All right. Kumu, why do you put so much things in the slideshow when you know you cannot do it in an hour? All right, so you have 3 more things that we're gonna go over, and I think this is gonna be the end before we pause. Yeah, because this is kind of complicated. So we'll just do this one. Okay, so these last 3 ka'i are gonna show something that you possessed. It's a possessive ka'i. You may have heard this word before, ko'u. If everyone can repeat after me, e ho'opili mai, ko'u, ko'u. Okay, ko'u means my. There's another rule that we'll get into later on, but for now, we're just gonna use ko'u. And our example, if everyone can say, ko'u ohana, ko'u ohana. Ko'u ohana means my family. Okay, so remember, ko'u equals my. Ko'u equals my. The next one, let's get Mel. Can you read the next example?
O equals your.
Okay, and your
ohana. Ko ohana. Family.
Yeah. Okay, so ko ohana, your family. So a way that I practice that, if everyone takes your hand and you point to yourself. I know it's hard. We don't really point in our culture, but gesture to yourself. And you can say ko'u. Okay, ko, just point to the screen. That might be the easiest way. Good. And then Wailani, can you read the last one?
Kona equals his or her. Kona ohana. His or her family.
Good job. Okay, so ko'u, ko, kona. Ko'u, ko, kona. That's a good way to practice. Ko'u, ko, kona. If you have someone with you, if you go back and forth, that might be an easier way than just talking to the screen that, you know, whatever. But ko'u, ko, and kona. His, my, your, his or her. Okay, so that last one more activity using those 3 things, ko'u, ko, and kona. Let's see what you guys can translate with that. Huiho, Ivy, mahalo. Huiho, kikai. Again, if you can put it on private, that would be my cutting. Papua or Erika, can you send the links one more time? Just like, period. That's on period. When I say it, she sends it. Thank you, Erika, or Papua, Erika. Okay, good. All the answers are coming in. MVP. Alrighty, let's try and call on people we never got yet. So Tiana Flores, can you try the first one? Yeah, we used it as an example, but what do you get for Ko'uohana?
My family.
Good, my family, Ko'uohana. Let's go with Sabrina. Oh, you're Braden's cousin, yeah? Akima.
Yes.
How's it? Aloha.
Aloha. Kono Kalaka.
Yeah.
That is his truck.
His truck. Yeah. So his or her truck, whatever. His truck. Good. Thank you. Let's go with Merns. Onalani Lilia Merns. My favorite name, Merns.
Konamaka? No, I'm sorry. Komaka.
Sorry, can you go with okay, yeah, we'll go with that one. Konamaka, you were right the first time. Konamaka.
Komaka.
Yeah. Konamaka, his or her eye.
Is it kumu? So no difference, male or female?
No, there's no difference male or female, but there later on throughout the journey, you're gonna find that there's difference depending on what kind of object it is. So if you have a family member or a house, that's gonna be ko. And then later on, we're gonna learn about ka'u, kau, and kana. But that's gonna be in lesson 35. So let's not get there yet.
Okay. Konamaka.
Yeah. Okay, good. Let's have Jen. You can go to this one. Takesono Yu.
Ko kama'a, that one?
Yeah.
Okay, ko kama'a is your shoe.
Your shoe. Good. And then the last one, let's go with Alexis Mauna Kea.
The shoes, I always put shoes. Your car. Konaka.
Close. Let's try one more time. Kona is his or her. So.
Yeah.
No, all good.
You said 35?
Yeah. Okay, so good. Can we get a thumbs up if that makes sense? I know it might be kind of tricky, but all the slides will be here if you ever need to come back. Yeah. Okay. This last part. Do we have time? Can you guys stay? Okay, let's do it then. All right, so can you read this for us, please? My Lady Soto.
Apapani or pronoun is used in a sentence to replace a noun. There are 11 pronouns in Hawaiian, and they refer to specific groups of people. Here are the first 3 papani. Singular is one person. ʻAʻa. Oh, go ahead.
I can go. Mahalo. So thank you for reading that first paragraph. If everyone, we're just going to take our finger, we're going to point. So put one finger up. The difference between our papani is it shows how many people you're talking about. So you can either have one person, 2 people, or 3 or more. Okay, so for this first page, everyone put one finger up, and you're going to point to yourself and say ʻAʻ. ʻAʻ. Okay, ʻAʻ or vau. Vau is used when you speak. You cannot write the word vau. So you can say ʻAʻ or vau. You can write ʻAʻ or vau and speak. I'm sorry. You can write ʻAʻ and you can speak ʻAʻ or vau. Okay, and that means I or me. Okay, now you're going to point to the screen, point to me, and you're going to say oi. Oi. Oi. Again, you have okina, two consonants or 2 vowels. So you're going to pronounce each vowel separately. Oi. Oi. Okay, so O, oi. Okay, last one, just point to the side to Peter, and you're gonna go oya, oya. Oya shows he, she, or it specifically. That's a thing, it's kind of difficult because you may not know if it's a he or she, but you know it's someone else that is not between me and you. Okay, I'm not gonna give you the example. Everyone point to oi. Yeah, everyone point to oya. Everyone point to o. Oya. Oh, oi, oya. Okay, you got it. Okay, so that's your first three. You might want to screenshot this too and keep it on your desktop later on. Okay, next, a little bit trickier. Hui hou momi, mahalo. Thank you. The next word papani refer to groups of two people, so only two, duo. So if everyone put two fingers up. Okay, so the first word, e ho piri mai, kaua, kaua, kaua. Okay, so that shows we, us two, you and I. So you and the person you're talking to. What I like to do for this one is, yeah, Jordan, I can go over that. What I like to do with this one is just go like this. Okay, so me and the screen, you and the screen, kaua. Okay, let's go with maua. Maua is we two, so us, me and someone else, me and Peter, and not the person you're talking to. So to show, so it's an exclusive kind of thing. The person you're speaking to, you're not including them. So what I like to do, what I teach my students is put your hand like whatever, like that, and then two over here. Okay, if that makes sense. So you hate that person. You don't want them in your group. You can't sit with us. You go like that. Okay, so kawa, mawa over here. Olua, you're gonna point two fingers at the screen, you two. And then lawa, they two on the side. Okay, thumbs up if that it makes sense. Thumbs up if you're like, what the hell? Okay, good. So let's try that again. Everyone show me olua. Yes. Show me lawa. Good. Show me kawa. Good. Show me lawa. Show me olua. Show me mawa. You can't sit with us. Okay, good. And then lastly is 3 or more people. So not really more specific than that. If you have a group of 5 or a group of 10, it's always just gonna be 3 or more. So all of those things. Okay, so the first one, ho piri mai, kākou. Kākou, hui ho jen, not the mean girls. Kākou is we 3, all of us. This is the very inclusive thing. We're including everyone in this. So what I do is 3 fingers up, and then we go kākou. Woo, kākou. That was a fun one. Okay. Then we, mako, same thing. This is literally mean girls. Hands, us 3. Kākou. Oko, easy, you 3. And lako, they 3 over there. Okay. Show me kākou. Woo! It helps if you pretend you're riding a horse and you go woo. Okay. Next we have mako. Us 3. Oko, you 3. And then lako. Okay. Are we ready for the big thing? Okay. So everyone show me O. And make sure you have the right amount of fingers up. O. Okay. Oh, who got it right? Tammy, what does ʻAʻA mean?
Me.
Yes. Okay, so the good thing about these slides when you open it up in Google Classroom is that you're going to have access to drag it. So you can drag these words to go and put it wherever you want. Okay, so the term, grab the term, oh, Jesus. Grab the term from the left and put it into the box on the right. Okay, so me. Can you show me, Carrie Kaupe, what is kākou, my favorite? And you gotta show the motion, Carrie Kaupe. You can't, yeah. You gotta ride the horse, Carrie Kaupe. Okay, what does that translate to, Carrie?
No, Kumu, I was like, oh, you put the ʻAʻA in the wrong spot.
Oh, Mary.
But yeah, I ride the horse.
Okay, good. So what does kākou translate to?
All of us,
sorry.
we all.
All of us, we three. Good. Drag. Okay, next one. Let's go. Who didn't I call yet? There's a whole nother page I didn't get to call. Estella, can you tell us what you and I was? You and I. Okay. Estella? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
No worries. That's totally fine. So you and I, you have it right here in this first one. What would that be?
Oh, kāʻua.
Kāʻua. Good. Kāʻua. Okay, you and I. Kaimana, can you give me you? What is you?
Oi.
Good. Oi. I'm gonna call on my assistant. Let's see if they remember. Erika, what is you too?
Kumu, why you gotta do me like that?
Because.
Oh gosh, wait, why am I blanking now? Hold on.
Right.
Is it lower?
Close.
Oh, koa.
Close.
Kumu, why you do this? So much shame. I mean, it's my hila hila, but really, is it olua?
Yes. Okay, thank you. I'll be talking to you after class, ma'am. Okay, next. Let's just do one more and the rest you guys can figure out on your own. Sorry. Kamele, kapaona. What is lako? What do we use for lako?
Lako is
they. They specifically?
they 3+.
Good job. Okay, they 3+. Okay, the rest of you guys can do on your own on the Google Slides. But what I wanted to go over real fast before we wrap up is a way you can remember if there's 2 people or 3 people. When you see ua, kaua, maua, olua, the Hawaiian word for 2 is ʻelua. Okay, so ʻelua, let me type that in. ʻelua, you take the ua from that, and then that kind of shows you have 2 people, kaua, maua, olua. And then anything that has a K, like kākou, mākou, that kind of stuff. The Hawaiian word for 3 is ʻekolu. So you see that K right there, yeah? So that's just the little way that I kind of helps me to remember that. All right, I'm sure you guys have 3 billion questions, but we'll keep practicing this. So no worries, you're not gonna get it overnight. Mind blown. Okay, so at the end of the unit, you have some resource links that you can use. We have a few Hawaiian language dictionaries that, you know what, let me put in the chat too. Okay. And then, so you can use all these links to help you. These two dictionaries, you have this one, Ka'ulukau, which has a lot of Hawaiian language books that, you know, they're all electronic versions that you can go check them out. And then this last one is those TV shows that I showed you at the beginning that we didn't get to watch, but you can watch all of those. Okay. And what I like to show in this, if at the end of your unit, can you guys write what new concepts did you guys learn today? Okay, so can you write that in the chat? What things did you go over that that are my kaʻi? Huiho, Bridget, and Lahea Manu. Yeah, pronouns. I'm sure you may have forgotten one or two things, but that's fine. The good thing about these things is that they're always going to be on the Google Classroom. They're always going to be on YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. So if you ever need to review anything, you're going to have access to this. We want to make ʻŌlelo Hawai'i learning more accessible. So yeah, that's our goal with this entire papa. Mahalo, Kristen. Good, good, good. Thank you, Selena. All right, and then wrap up. ʻŌlelo Hawai'i. Good. So you guys did your first lesson. Give yourself a round of applause. Paʻi lima. That first lesson is pau in the books. Now, favorite part, ha'avina. We have homework, and that is, it's kind of simple. It's just to record yourself doing the flip grid. So let's watch this example together. And I kind of sliced or spliced a couple different videos to make it like one kind of thing, to show that we're all in this together. We're all in this together. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so if you guys can do that ha'avina, that homework, mahalo kaimana, please, again, it's just for your practice, for you to practice saying the hakalama. So you can do that before next class, next Thursday. Yeah, they got the rhythm. I didn't. And I'm a musician, what the heck? But whatever works for you. You notice how Lena Allah had the clapping, the second girl never had the clapping. That's totally fine. Whatever works best for you. Okay, I'll come back to it. So we did it, y'all. We're done. We're an hour, half an hour past our ending time, but that's normally about the time we finish. We usually go an hour and a half, so good job. Mahalo nui loa, everyone, for joining us for our first class. I hope you guys had fun. I mean, again, I think I'm funny, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually funny or you're just laughing because, yeah, you feel bad for me, but okay. Our next meeting is going to be next week, Thursday, January 28th, from same time, 6:30 to 7:30, probably 6:30 to 8. I put this up just because this is a free class, but if you're willing and if you're able, we accept donations. And I don't want to charge for this class. I haven't been, but I might charge a minimum because I realize people sign up and then they don't show up. So if like I charge $5, that might be like the incentive for them to come. But I'm gonna try and keep it where we don't charge. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I don't know. I'll let you guys know in the future. Oh, my Venmo's. Actually, I'll put it in the chat. These are wrong information anyway, so whatever. You're gonna be paying someone else named Jonas Sotorio. Okay, and then if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat or you can stay on after. I'll be on for the next couple 15 minutes or so. You can just go through any questions you may have. But yeah, I think that was a good class. Thank you everyone for joining us. I'm gonna leave you with something just about me. So a little bit separately before we go into our questions, I'm a Hawaiian musician that's with my group KAʻI, and that's another one of my passions is language and music. So I'm just gonna sing you guys a song, taking you to my aina of Ke Lalauka, Papakolea on Oahu, and if Kapua, Kapua can, okay. So Kapua is gonna dance a hula.
I gotta like arrange the room a little bit, but
okay.
I'll try. One
Okay,
moment.
I'll talk about it. First. Okay, so Kapua with her halau, she was able to dance the song. That takes us to my aina, which is a Hawaiian homestead in Papakolea, Kewalo, Kalawahine. We'll just go. We'll do 2 1 1 2. Okay, Kapua. But yeah, I wrote this song. It's on my KAʻI album with my classmate Zachary Lum and his brother Nicholas Lum. I miss singing because the pandemic has been kind of hard, you know, getting gigs and stuff. So every time we come on here, sometimes one time we had a hour-long kanikapila after class. We went to like 9 o'clock, and we just sang. We all turned on our mic and everyone did weird things and we didn't even know what was going on. But it shows that we're a ohana, we're a family all together. So yeah, here's a free one song concert.
I don't have as much space. I'm gonna try not to hit my hands on the fan, so don't tell my crew if it doesn't look right.
All right, I won't. You want me to pause the recording? Okay. So we'll do 2 1 1 2. Okay. Thank you, Kapua. Best TAs ever. Erika, Kapua, Leina, can we all thank them in the chat, please? Just send them your mahalos.
Hanaho.
Oh, shoot. Hanaho. Okay. Okay, wait, what? Okay, I just prepared one song. Okay, let's just sing. We always do this at the end. We're going to do virtually Hawaii Aloha. So if you can, grab the person's hand next to you. Just I know it's weird, but just grab the screen hand next to you and we're gonna sway left, sway right. You ready? Everyone sing too. E Hawaii. E Hawaii. Gotta work on your swing, everyone. Chopping onions over here. No, just kidding. Okay, good, everyone. My
Mahalo, mahalo.
Mahalo, everyone. Thank you. So if you guys gotta go.
Hello.
Aloha.
Mahalo. If you have questions, you can stay behind. I'll stay a little bit longer. So yeah, we can.
There was one question from a couple of Homana who wanted to know if you're okay with them printing off the slides.
Yeah.
And writing on them for notes.
The only thing is that you don't use it and sell it, whatever. You can do whatever you want besides that. But yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. Okay. Hopefully everyone had fun. If you have questions, you can just turn on your mic and ask. That's what we're here for.
There was someone who asked how to put the chat to private too.
Okay. So if you go to your chat box and then you click on your name, there should be a lesson.
So if you go in the chat box and it says to, and then it says everyone with a drop, like a little arrow, and you click on that, and a little drop down menu will show up, and all of the, like Kumu will be probably the first person you can choose. If you choose Kumu's name, the message will go just to him.
Yeah, if you want to try that out, you can do that. I never heard that. Okay, so vowel is, again, that's one of the things that our kupuna said. You cannot write it. And that's what I learned from my kumu. I always asked too, like, why? And then they just said, just because their kupuna told us. So that's the reason I heard. There might be an actual reason from someone else. But yeah, you can only say vowel, but you can write both. Does that answer your question? Okay, awesome. Nancy, you had a question?
I did. I was just could you explain the A class versus the B class?
Okay. So the A class we started that class last year, maybe October, November-ish, September, October. So they're already on unit 14. Okay. So B class is you guys, and we're starting from unit 1. So
okay, yeah. So both of them start at the same level.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's not like they're advanced class. They just started last year, so they are advanced now, but they started the exact same place you started.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Is this class closed already for those who could not meet? What?
So can new Haumana register if they couldn't come tonight?
For next week.
Aye.
Oh yes, yeah. And then I want to post all the links up on our Google Classroom, or you can send it to them. You can send them the registration link. So Can you send it one more time, Erika? Thank you.
Do we need to register fresh every week, or once we've registered once, we just can keep showing up on Thursdays?
I'd rather you register fresh because I want to keep it to about 100. I mean, this is a perfect 75, but like I said, 134 registered, and then 50 never showed up. So and things come up. You might have a meeting or something on Thursday. So I'd rather you register every week.
Thank you.
If you ever don't register, the link is the same every week. So you have the link already that you can just go. But if you can, do me a favor and just register every week. Okay?
Kumu, you know how is the format in the email gonna be the same to register for the next following week? So like this week you gave us the link to register for next week. Is that gonna be?
Yeah. So every Thursday, I'm gonna try and send it Wednesday, but most likely it's gonna be that day where I send you guys the units or the resources. You can register right when you get it, or you can register when you come to class that night, whatever. But Thursdays, are they good for you guys? Originally, I was gonna have it on Tuesday from 5 to 6, but I realized people are still getting off of work, so Thursdays might work better. Okay, good. I mean, if you guys are in it, for the long run, I'm here. So I don't have anything else to do. I mean, I do. I could go eat a buffet, or I can go eat sikrak, but I'm not. Okay, what else we got? What are the questions? If you have any questions about the lesson, especially, we can go over that. Are there rules for which syllable you put emphasis on when you pronounce it? No, Rachel, not if it doesn't have an okina or a kākou. Okay, so those are the only ones you emphasize for that. There is stylistically, you can do a little pronunciation things like how we put vo, how we say that, but nothing more than okina and kākou. Good question, thank you. Okay.
Kumu?
Yes.
I have a question, Selena. Could you please teach me the correct way to say Hawaii?
Yes, so there's actually a couple ways to say it, and my mom says a different way from how I say it. My mom says Hawaii, but if you look at the word, you see H-A-W-A-I, okina-I. So we gotta make sure we pronounce all of those letters, including the okina. So if you can repeat after me, Hawai'i, Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah, you can also say Hawaii, but when you say it like that, you don't get to pronounce the okina as strong. So I like to say Hawaii.
So it's not, you don't need to say the W as a V necessarily?
Yeah, it's stylistic, but the way I say it is Hawaii. Yeah. There is a V, it's kind of subtle, but yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. What else? You can ask anything. What's my favorite food? No. My favorite food is food. So.
I just wanted to shout out a message from Patricia and Carrie. They were saying that Patricia's mom is in hospital in LA.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that your singing brought a smile to her face.
Awesome. Thank you. So are they still on?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll pray for her. We'll keep her in our prayers. Thank you. And then your husband teaches? Does he teach Hawaiian? Patricia?
He's the band teacher in middle school.
I come remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So he's still teaching from home.
Want to say hi? I don't know.
How's it? But yeah, thank you. We'll keep your mom in our prayers. Mahalo.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Anything else? We're good. Another song?
Cool.
No.
Hi. We are fans of your Instagram. That's kind of how we found this.
Oh yeah.
Please give us the heads up when you're gonna do the scavenger hunt, because we always want to participate. But just let us know when you're gonna launch one, so we can get ready for it, and because we want to go out and try.
Awesome. And you guys live Oahu, yeah?
West side.
Ever Beach.
Okay, so I know we're gonna have one in March for Prince Kuhio Day. So that's kind of a hinting to where the clues would be. So you can keep that in mind. It's gonna be an island-wide one. So yeah, I'll let you guys know. It's good you guys are on our Google Classroom too, because I kind of announced it first to the Google Classroom peeps. So are you guys registered for that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I announced it first there, and then I announced it on Ho'opili after.
Awesome. Mahalo.
Yeah. Mahalo. What else, Get? Anything else? We're at 8:16. I know I missed. Is T still here? If you're still here, can you send me your address? And then I forget what the other Ohana was. Is the other Ohana here? Okay. But yeah, prizes. We'll have a lot more prizes next week. Maybe not. Well, we'll see. We'll have more prizes next week. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you again. I'll see you guys next week. Mahalo nui. Thank you. Hui hou.
Mahalo.
Mahalo. Yo.
Mahalo Pilo.
One more question.
Yes.
So I finally got the Google Classroom up. I had it under a different account. I had it under my Hawaii.edu, but now I have it under my Google Mail.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it, and wait, let me go to Kalamai.
You want to share your screen?
Sure.
Okay. What can I do with that? Aloha, Alexis. Sorry I sent you the link so late.
It's okay, but do I still have to register for today's class?
No. You're good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you want to
register,
if you want to register for next week's class, then you
okay. Mahalo Pilo.
Yeah. Hui hou. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I don't know if this one was from before or like where do I see today's stuff?
Okay, so this is the most recent.
Oh,
if you go
okay.
all the way down at the bottom to ʻOpaʻa 1. That's this lesson right here. The blue.
Okay.
The blue.
Right here, right?
Yeah, just go down to this first one. Lesson ʻOpaʻa 1.
Okay. So what is all this other one previous?
So that
that?
those are the ones we're going to eventually get to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it organizes it by the most recent at the top, and then the first, chronologically the first at the beginning or at the bottom.
Okay.
So
yeah. Ignore the dates over here. The posted date is like 2020. That's why I was for 21. That's why. Exactly. And then also the flip grid. Where do I find that?
So that's there too. If you go down. Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
Try click on it for me. I want to make sure it works because it normally is blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it works.
It's pretty easy to use. So.
Yeah. Okay, mahalo. And you probably know my cousin.
Lakapu.
Lakapu.
Oh, yeah.
So I always told him, cousin, you need to make a class for the ohana, but I don't think he ever has time.
And then Pokipala, you know the Pokipalas too?
Yeah, so Lakapu is him and I are first cousins, and then Pukipala is his mother and I are first cousins.
Got it. So Chris is my best friend. So
Yeah.
Oh.
So all of Slenchenkos, we are ohana.
Okay, awesome. But yeah, if you have any other questions, you can email me. But
yeah, and mahalo for having this because I'm struggling at manual and I cannot get past the 300 level, like 3.0.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like I need to go back to basics and start all over again. So I ended up taking a leave of absence from school. So because I don't want to just say, okay, I'm gonna retake the class and then I don't pass it again.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So yeah, I'm taking time off so I can really hone in on my basics again.
Yeah, no, and that's totally the reason why I created this.
Yeah.
For that specific reason, you know, to have
Yeah.
from the beginning all that basic stuff, and that's good.
Yeah.
And
Mahalo.
I realize, you know, people may have learned all this stuff already. You may have learned what ka, ke, na is, but it's always good to just review. I mean, might as well.
Yeah. No, totally. And like, it's been hard for me because I had a lot of road bumps along the way while learning the language.
Yeah.
I had so much, I had a heart transplant, and then I had to take a break, and then I came back, and then I had a kidney transplant. And